Shit on, Sam. They got shit on, man.
I feel they're on a 4-game L against Toronto.
Bro, they looked great in the first map. First map,
Maybe
I was
Scrap
like,
had
man.
nothing to do with it, man. Maybe they're just allergic to squirrels. They don't fuck with Toronto Ultra the Org.
Maybe, bro.
Maybe Scrap had nothing to do with it.
Only one positive from Atlanta Faze was a Beezy with a 1.11. Everybody else with a 0.9, and on the other side, a 1.27 from CleanX. It's my fantasy player, ladies and gentlemen, going crazy. And then, of course, you got a good series from Beans as well. And then you have Insight and Joe doing what they got to do to get the dub. Go ahead, Ben. Were you going to say something?
So there's another franchise who's got a terrible fucking record with starting matches. And like for reference, Cold War, I don't know if you remember it, but they lost to Florida Mutineers at Kickoff Classic at Cold War when they won Major 1. So like I wouldn't overreact too much to a first series. These guys do now have a pretty decent like L streak against Toronto going back to last year. And I think this is just like CleanX and Beans went off in those last two maps.
Yeah.
I think there was a good trade in those first two maps, but Toronto just had a clean control win and a clean hardpoint win, and yeah.
Beans is a shooter, man.
Yeah, he is.
Said this before.
Bro, they're all shooters,
second round pick. Right?
But they're all shooters, bro. Bro, Joe DeCease is a shooter too. I don't care if he has a .91. I can literally care less. This guy's literally this guy's can shoot. Like he's an impact. Like he'll pop pieces when he needs to. Like he's obviously very aggressive, very unselfish. Like Joe DeCease is a great player to kind of play around, and I feel like him and CleanX gotta be so annoying to play against, bro.
Did y'all hear what Toby said in the post game about teaming with Joe? He said that Joe plays so fast that he makes Toby slow down.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
What you want?
Yeah,
which is fucking crazy.
Said he's been adapting. He said, right? He said he's been adapting, trying to figure it all out.
That's an insane pace.
Oh my God, we're getting a slow Toby. That might be legendary.
Insane pace.
This is a reverse of them last year because when I talked to pros, they're like, yeah, you know, the demo in Toronto last year is like they were a slow team, but they played together, so they were hard to beat. Like this might be the inverse of like they're just shifty and fast, and on top of that, like they picked up, you know, two good S&D players, and like you know, I think the sky's essentially the limit with the squad.
Honestly, Toronto Ultra was kind of beating Faze to rotations on this map too, but just Faze kept breaking them. So one of the hills was the P3 hill here. You can see Toronto, they get there early. Take a look at how Faze breaks this. Starts with a BZ winning one fight on the right. Then CleanX loses a fight here to Draza on the left. And you have MC winning a fight through backdoor. Everybody from Faze wins their 1v1 here. Do you think anything Ultra could have done better, or you think they just lost their fights there? Uncle Big Nose Luigi 4 and 23. Uncle Big Nose. 0 rings, of course.